Hello, amigos, and welcome back to the Hood Rap Podcast and the Code Comic Show. This is my boy Space right here. I'm Hoodman, and we're here to take you on an adventure to check out books that went from hot to not, but not this week. What are we doing this week, bro? What are we doing?
All new books to the list. All new books on the list this week.
All new books to the list. We're just trying to change it up a little, man. Have a little fun with you guys, and have a little fun with our, on this show, and just try something new and see how it goes. But we're looking at new books that hit the list on the top 100 and trying to figure out why and check out the prices and see if they're at good deals right now, because they aren't hot. They're kind of lukewarm, right?
Yeah. Barely. They're tepid. That's a good way to
tepid,
put it.
Right? They're kind of like in the middle. They could either go up or down, be on a list next week, or not be on a list next week, or
maybe
move
not
up. Who knows? But there's a couple books that I like on there. There's a couple books that Space likes on there, so we decided to just to do it, man. But no matter what, bro, if we're looking at Code Comics or new books on the list, how do we keep it?
Yeah, I mean, we could be tepid all day, but we still keep it cool, baby.
You always keep it cool, man.
Keep it cool. All right, friends, starting off the list this week with numero uno. This should be kind of no surprise to everyone.
No surprise.
That it's on lists, period, because this is the book.
Wait, what did it do falling off the list?
I don't understand how it fell off. You know what it probably was? It was probably like, when they announced that it was going to be like Wolverine in the new Deadpool movie, it got real hot, right? Everyone got excited, and then it kind of cooled off, and then they released the teaser trailer, and it cooled, and it jumped up again, and now it's kind of cooling off a little again, and I expect it to do it one more time right before the movie comes out. So
that movie comes out pretty soon, right? Did it come out pretty soon?
Yeah, I think it's like the only Marvel movie that's coming out this year. I think that's and even it's not like a Marvel proper one, right? Like it's has ties to other studios and stuff like that. So but this is the first battle of everybody's favorite fuzzball and everybody's favorite loudmouth, Wolverine and Deadpool.
Right.
This is it's number 28. Number 28 on the list, and it's new. There's no previous one, so we just say the number this week, so it's even better. It's just brand new. So
brand new.
Brand new. So let's check out what the census is doing and the prices are doing with this book. All right, over on the census for Wolverine number 88. This is the first battle of Wolverine and Deadpool, right? First time that they're fighting. A lot of awesome names on the artist list, and this was written by Larry Hama of G.I. Joe fame.
Oh,
right. So it's a lot of people.
I didn't even know that, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. Yeah,
a lot of people I think overlook that. I didn't know it until I found this book in the wild about 2 or 3 years ago. And I read it, and then I was like, "Oh, Larry Hama wrote this. That's kind of cool." Like I had no clue whatsoever. So, December 1st, 1994. There's 2,511 copies of this on the census, but expect that number to go up because I bet you people are as of right now sending this book in, hoping to get that fast turnaround so they can probably try to make some money on this book.
Mm-hmm.
There's no 10s and there's no 9/9s. But in 9/8s, there's 557 of them. So it's fairly plentiful book, right? Because it's pretty recent, isn't it? In the 90s. So you would expect there to be, over a few hundred copies of this in a 9/8. FMV on a 9/8 is $375. Your 1 year moving average is $399, and your 30 days $356. So it's kind of hovering around that price range. You could probably get in there for $325 if you really, pestered someone, you really wanted that 9/8, but expect to pay around $350, $375 for this book in their 9/8. 9/6, there's 776 on the census, and your FMV with that sharp $200 drop off is $170. Your 1 year is $175. Your 30 days $178. So it's all right around there. Same price range. 9/4, there's 463 on the census with a fair market value of 140. Your 1 year average on those is 125, and your 30 days 146. And forever, this book was a dollar bin book. I used to see it
Forever.
all the time, man. I can't believe how many times I just passed up on this book because I was like, I don't want it. But a lot of people like this cover because of like the negative space kind of aspect to it. And while I think it's a cool idea, I don't really like it. I don't think there's like enough, personally, this is just my personal thoughts. I don't think there's enough definition in Deadpool. He kind of looks to me like he's some kind of like space pirate or something.
Space pirate.
fighting Wolverine. I'm like, who's you can't tell it's Deadpool off the bat. You don't see like, I mean, you see his belt, and that's kind of the thing that gives it away. But yeah. So I think that personally, I don't like the cover as much. I like the story a lot more than the cover. But people are after this book, so now's the time to get it. As you can see, is the price is saying right there. Okay, over on the electronic bay for that space pirate, we got right here on the top left on February 26th. So just a few days ago, a 9.6 went for $199 with $20 shipping. So that's a little higher than FMV. Huh? Yeah, in 9.6, that's a little higher than FMV. So good for that person. They made a little bit of extra money. But like I said, that FOMO is real. So people are trying to get in on this book now before the price hikes even higher before the movie comes out. On the 25th, another one went for $160. Best offer accepted for a 9.4. So they probably got a decent deal. Another one on the 25th went for $160. And that was a 9.6, so a little higher than, or right around, I think, where FMV is on that. And another one on the 25th went, a 9.6 went for just under $200 for $198.50 with another $20 on shipping. On the raw side of things, look at this first one here, man. That's pretty nuts. That $123 raw.
All of these prices on this book, bro.
Yeah,
all these prices on these raws are crazy.
That's yeah, they are. But that one especially, like $123.50 on 34 bids on February 26th. So that just tells you right there, people are just like foaming at the mouth to try to get this book. Another one on the same day went for $70 free shipping. So that's a little better. One more same day. There's all on the 26th. Actually, all of these sold on the 26th. Another one went for $75, and then one more went for $87 with free shipping. So, I mean, good on you. Now's the time to sell this book. I'm going to sell this book.
I'm right now. Sell it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go up on eBay as soon as I find it. I got to go dig and find it.
It is not a buyer's market on this. If you really want this book, wait till after the movie. I mean, you're not gonna want it anymore anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Unless it's like Wolverine is your favorite character, or Deadpool's your favorite character, and you really enjoy it. But I doubt it. I mean, really, like this is the time to sell the book, and the time to buy the book, just like Hood said, is probably right after the movie. Do you have this book?
I do, man, and that's going on eBay after seeing all these prices.
Yeah, dude,
it's a seller's market. Come on, guys, don't hate. It's a seller's market right now for this.
Exactly. Especially if you don't like. You're not really into Wolverine or Deadpool like I am. Like, now's the time to sell it, right? If you got it and you don't really care, you get it out there, man. You'll get it sold. All right. Number 2 on the list this week. I do 2 like this. I do 3 like this. Number 2 is one of my favorite, and Hood was just talking to me about it. One of my favorite pink covers. I love pink comic book covers. I collect them. Hashtag Pink Cover Thursdays on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, play along, put up a pink comic cover because they're not that common. But this is Secret Wars number 7, the OG Secret Wars from the 80s, right? We've had tons of other copies of this run, not this book, but other copies, other issues in this run show up on the list. And I think this might be the first time number 7 has shown up on the list. And I think number 7 is on the list because this is the first full appearance, I think, of Julia Carpenter, who's Spider-Woman, right? It's at number 58. It's brand new to the list. But I think this is on the list, and it's cooled down significantly because people just did not like Madam Web.
Nope.
And
I know, right?
oh man, it's like I have not seen it. I was actually gonna go see it with my wife and my daughter, but we didn't have time. But my daughter went with one of her friends to see it, and
Really?
she sold me on seeing it. Like I do want to see it because of how bad she was telling me it was.
Oh wow.
Like it was like she said it was like she's like, Dad, it's like top 3 worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Jeez.
And I was like, really? And she started kind of telling me about it, and I was like, oh man, maybe I have to go see it now just to see what a spectacle it is. So, but but yeah, it's iconic issue, iconic cover.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna save my money. I'm gonna save my money on that movie, bro.
Smart. Watch it when it comes to Disney Plus or Netflix or wherever it's
Whatever,
gonna
man.
go, and then you can have a laugh fest at home, right? So we'll see. If time permits this week and we have time to go see it, we'll go see it. But if we don't, I'll do the same thing as you.
I'd rather go watch Dune 2, bro. I'd rather
I
watch
know,
Dune 2.
I know. I had a buddy who saw that and he said it was phenomenal. He said it was better than the first one.
Yeah.
So
it has to be, bro. First one was good.
First one was great. First one was great. Now, I really hope it does turn out to be good. I don't know how they're going to kind of go after this.
I heard the villain is like top 3 villains of all time in that one in Dune. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like creepy, right? They made him look, and they made him like yoked out. He doesn't look that like normally like yoked out. So I was like, the guy who played Elvis, I think, right? Austin Butler. Austin Butler. Yeah. So I don't know if they put prosthetics on him or he just did like a crazy workout schedule or something, but he looks all like super yoked. So yeah, I'm excited to see it. I really want to see it, but we went off on a tangent there. Yeah. Save your money.
Yeah. Save your money. Go
watch Dune 2. Put your finger on Madam Web until later so you can watch it for free. Let's check out what's going on the census and eBay with this book. All right. As you can see, this came out November 10th, 1984, a whole 75 cents when it came out. I was going to say before, I wasn't sure if this was a Mike Zeck cover. It might be a Mike Zeck cover. He did a lot of the covers in this run, and some of them are iconic. Some of them are amazing. But I think this one is too. He's definitely one of the artists throughout the entire series. But yeah, so for Universal graded copies, 2,753, 346 signatures, 1 purple label of death, and 4 qualifieds. There's 1 9.9 on the census. No 10s, 1 9.9. It sold last year for $4,490. So good on that person. Like that's phenomenal for this book that nobody really was even like thinking about. You know, this was always just like maybe $10 book. They made some money on that book. Good for them. 9/8. There's 829 on the census with the FMVA just over $200, $210. Your 1-year average on that is $224, and your 30 days $216. 9/6. There's 768 on the census with the FMV of 150. So not too bad, not too shabby. But look at that steep drop off for the 1 year and the 30-day average.
Wow.
So that shows you how much it hiked and how much it was at before. So like I'm sure you could probably get a 9/6 in this book for cheap right now. You wanted to throw out, $65, you could probably get it around that price range. People are dumping this book because of that bad review, and they don't think that any of the Spider Women characters that were in the film, they don't really think they're going to go anywhere because some of the
I would have never been on the Sonyverse movie anyway.
No. I mean, the only one that has been like for me, I mean, the Spider-Man movies were fun; those were enjoyable. Yeah. But the only one I enjoyed, now that I watched it a second and maybe almost a whole third time, was the first Venom movie, because there was like really good parts in the Venom movie. Not as a whole. There's some booty parts in the movie too, but it was really like, it was fun, like the conversations he was having with Venom and the way they interacted and what they did. Like I enjoyed that part of it. The second Venom movie, not so much, but the first one was awesome. So that's the
I
only
like the
one
Tim
that exactly. I'd kind of like funnel money into, because I know that they're doing another one. I guess they confirmed that they're already shooting the third one. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Everybody loves Venom, man. I mean,
yeah,
why
dude,
not? You know,
he's kind of hard not to like. But some of the
and Tom
actresses that
Hardy. Everybody
yeah,
likes Tom Hardy too.
Tom Hardy's great, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's awesome. Oh, you want to hear a fun, interesting fact about Tom Hardy that I just found out? So
What's up?
one of my favorite hip hop groups, Czarface, which is like one of the guys from Wu-Tang, and this other
Mm-hmm.
guy from Boston, Esoteric, and his DJ 7L. They've done a couple songs featuring this guy Frankie Pulitzer, and nobody knows who Frankie Pulitzer is. Well,
No way.
a lot of people are speculating, and the more I hear it, the more I've listened to the songs, that it's Tom Hardy,
Huh.
because back in the 90s in England, he released a bunch of like hip hop, a bunch of stuff of him rapping with a DJ. And the more you listen to it, the more it kind of starts to sound like Tom Hardy. And then there was some footage of him rapping back in the day, and you can kind of compare them. They do sound similar. It's really crazy. So not only is he an awesome actor, he's Venom. He's like, a pretty badass guy when it
The
comes to
purple belt.
pretty badass guy when it comes to jujitsu. And he's a rapper, man. He's multifaceted, right? Like good on
He's
that
awesome,
guy.
man.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. But I digress. What I was saying is a lot of the actresses have come out and said, we don't know where it's going next, right? The female actresses from Madam Web, we don't know if we're going to have any ties. We don't know if we're going to play the character in the future. They haven't released any information to us other than that. And they seem kind of disappointed, just like all of us will probably be once we watch the movie. So,
or we never watched that movie,
or you never watch it. Yeah. Or you just skip it entirely.
I'm a busy man. 2 hours means a lot to me, bro.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah, if you're poo-pooing it, like you that's 2 hours of like fun YouTube stuff you could watch, or stuff like that. So that's 2 hours of watching the Cold Comic Show you could watch.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly, dude. But so that kind of shows you what's up on the census. Let's check out eBay on this book. All right, February 26th, 9/8. On 30 bids, went for just over $200 with $16 shipping. Not too shabby. Another 9/8 went for $177.50 on the same day on 31 bids. So that person got a little bit better of a deal. I think that 9/8 was in the $300 range. So, that's pretty significant. It's pretty good deal on that book. On the 25th, it looks like another 9/8 went for $140.50 with $10 shipping on 29 bids. So an even better deal. And then a 6/0 went for $40. So basically what it costs to grade it and ship the book.
Yeah.
Raw side of things, on the 24th, best offer accepted, $14.80. And then another one on the 24th, $10, $7 shipping. On the 24th, $20, $7 shipping. And then on the 23rd, $7 with $5 shipping. So this book is plentiful. They printed a lot of every book in this run. You see them all the time. It's an awesome pink cover. Pink covers rule. You can get it out there whether you want it graded or not. There's plenty of them graded. There's tons of them raw. You can hit me up. I think I got an extra one if you really want one.
All right, amigo. So up next is for us old guys. I'm an old guy. And I don't care what the news is on this book. And I really don't care what the news is. I just love this book, and I love the universe. And this is DC's To Tempt the Gods, Masters of the Universe #1. This is new to the list, like all the other books that we've been presenting to you guys this week. Is at number 67. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. I have no idea why this has number 67, but I just love that it's on there. So
yeah,
this is a book we decided to feature.
Yep.
This is written by Paul Kupperberg. The art on this was by George Tuska, Adrian Roy, and Adam Kubert. And that surprised me. I was like, Adam Kubert. Wow.
Yeah.
He did some Motu,
Yeah, he did a lot.
This is published back in December 1st, 1982, when I was really big into Motu.
Yep.
We should shoot hoops for these, man. We used to do shoot hoops and play horse for Motu
Mm-hmm.
and starting lineups, man. That's what we did in my neighborhood. You know.
Nice. Nice.
This is the first Motu title published by a major book company, that is DC.
Mm-hmm.
You can find the first He-Man and Skeletor and Eternia in DC Comics Presents number 47. That one goes for about $300, but it's totally worth it because Superman finds himself in Eternia and gets controlled by Skeletor and goes after He-Man. Why not, bro?
Yeah, dude, that's the ultimate mashup, right?
That's ultimate 80s drama right there.
Yep.
I don't know why they didn't make that into a movie, bro. Like
that'd be awesome.
Superman and He-Man were big back in the 80s. Like,
yeah, dude.
I would have paid money. Like
for sure.
I won't pay no money to see Mid-Am Web, but I'll pay to see Superman and Eternia, bro.
I'd pay that money now to see that.
I know. I mean, come on, Sony. You know you can do it.
Come on, make it happen.
But the very first appearance of He-Man, Eternia, and Motu and Skeletor, it's in those little booklets.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys don't know, there's these little booklets that used to come with the characters.
Yep.
Mini books is what we call them, and they're like right behind the character. And that mini book was called He-Man and the Power Sword. That goes for about $80. But I have this book. I do not have DC Comics Presents number 47. I had a chance to get it, but I decided to let somebody else get it because they love Motu more than me. I'm like, hey, it's all you, bro. Yeah. And I kind of regret that. So next time you guys ever come up on a book that you really like, screw the other person, man. Get it yourself.
Get it
for yourself.
Yeah,
get it for yourself because ain't no love when it comes to like getting them favorite books at a good price, right?
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, I'm stoked you have this book. I want to get this book one day, but even more so, just like you're saying, I want that DC Comics Presents book because I love Motu. My wife loves Superman. It's like the ultimate mashup in one book for both of us.
That cover, bro, is just like the best.
So good.
Like, when are you ever gonna see Superman? When are you gonna see Superman and Skeletor and He-Man on the same cover? Never again.
Yeah, dude. Right? You never will. Exactly. We got to get it.
But let's check out what this book's doing over on GoCollect and CGC. All right, here we go with the census located over here on GoCollect, our partner in crime for this show. Universals, we have 2,156 graded. 26 of them are signed, and then one purple label on that one. 9.9s, we have one on the census, and that didn't go anywhere. That's staying with whoever got that 9.9. 9.8s, the FMV is about 260. The 30-day moving average is about 245. 9.6s, FMV is about 120 with that 30-day moving average of 111. 9.4s, FMV is 90, and the 30-day moving average is 89. And then as we see, 9.2s, $75 on that. And it's a 30-day moving average of 68. I don't know. I mean, 9.8 seems like the go-to right now because the discrepancy between the prices is about $35. So maybe you can get this for about $220 on the open market.
Mm-hmm. I think you're dead on with that. And it's like, you know what, for another $100 to get that the basically ultimate grade of a 9.8 in this book, just do that. Save your money.
And what an awesome cover, I love the cover on this one, but nothing beats that other one, man. With the 47, the DC Comics Presents, nothing beats that cover. But this is the second best thing, so they go about the same price, So I don't know, man.
Pick and choose. You got to pick your favorite. You got to pick your favorite, right? I think me and Hood are going to go with the Superman Motu one, but you might like this one better. So up to you.
All right, friends, as we like to do, we like to show you the fresh sales, and here are the fresh sales for Masters of the Universe number 1 through DC. We have a 9.6 sold on December 31st for $81. On February 15th, a 9.8 went for $330. Not bad. Above,
not at all.
Way above the going rate.
Yeah, like $100 more.
February 21st, 9.6 went for $110, and then another 9.8 went for $220 on 12 bids with $10 shipping. And here we go with the raws on the right side of the screen. On the 19th one, I think probably went for $20. Another one went for $22. Looks like the guy sold probably the same seller. Just two different pictures. He was just like kind of clearing house there.
Yeah.
And on February 21st. VF Plus went for under $20. best offer, and then on February 20th, we see one that went for 24.50 on 8 bids. Still a great book, great cover, man. And I really love Masters of the Universe, so why the heck not, right, Space?
That's right, dude. Motu for life.
Motu for life, bro. Because we have the power.
That's right. We got we got the power and we got the touch, just because we love Transformers too. All right, back with number 4, and my cat Beetlejuice like to just
What's up, Beetlejuice?
make an appearance. What's up, y'all? Back with number 4 on the list. We, a new book again, because we're all new books this week.
And someone had asked about this. Remember, like on one of the comments. So I decided to, put this up.
Yeah, no, it's a perfect edition for that. And this is the first appearance of Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy, however you want to label her, right? The name was kind of ambiguous in the beginning, but now we know her as Spider-Gwen. The first appearance of Spider-Gwen, Edge of Spider-Verse. Number 2, Gwen Stacy as Spider-Woman, essentially, right? Yeah. This is a book I think is very much akin to Ultimate Fallout 4, right? This book is always going to, it's iconic. It's always going to be relevant. People are always going to be looking for it. Spider-Gwen is like a super beloved character. I remember when this character came out, it came out a couple years prior to my daughter really starting to get into comics. And then she latched onto this character. She had a Spider-Gwen hoodie. Like, she was like all about it. And then, she kind of found other characters. But this is people are drawn, especially girls in comics, they're drawn to this character, right? Because she's independent. She's like fierce. She's badass. She just does like her own thing, just like Miles does. So I think people really, really gravitate towards this character. It's always going to be a relevant character, and people are always going to be looking for this book. Let's check out what GoCollect says and the ZGC census says on this book. All right, as you can see right there, the relevance, first appearance of Gwen Stacy, Spider-Woman, Spider-Gwen, whatever you want to call her. Written by Jason Latour with art by Robbie Rodriguez, who, in my opinion, is super underrated artist. He does a lot of really cool, stylistic stuff. So check out some of his other stuff. September 17th, 2014. On the Universal Census, there's a little over 7,000 of these. Signature series are 750. There's 1 purple label and 37 qualifieds. A lot of 99s on the census, kind of what you would expect to see as a book that's only 10 years old. That's weird that it's 10 years old now, right? It seems like it was seems like it was a couple, 3 years ago, 4 years ago or something.
Yeah, that's when I was young, bro. 10 years ago.
Yeah, me too.
That's when I was catching big waves and my back didn't hurt. And
yeah, exactly.
I was in the water all the time.
Yeah. Exercise was
days past, bro. Right?
Yep. That's right.
Your hips worked, and your ankles were nice.
Yep. Nothing creaked when you got out of bed besides the bed. 99s on this. There's 5 on the census with 3 sales. Probably only 1 within the last year or so. $2,230 on 2000. Actually, I lied. 2015 was the last sold. $2,230 for this book in a 99. So pretty steep. You can see that giant drop to the 9.8. FMV on the 9.8's 975 with about 3,552 on the census. So this book, it's plentiful, right? 9.8's are
the
plentiful.
prices on these books, though, huh? Man.
Yeah, it's surprising that it's this high.
It's staying high.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't come down more, because the Edge of Spider-Verse movies always spike this book just like they do with Ultimate Fallout 4. And this book has stayed up there in price. It's very surprising. One year average is a little over $1,000, and your 30-day is $842. So right in the middle there, price range of FMV is $975 for a 9.8. It's pretty good. Your FMV on the 9.6 is $775, so only a $200 drop. Usually you see it down by half, which is still very surprising. 9.6 is on the census. There's 2,042. Like I said, the FMV is $775. Your 1 year is $541, and your 30-day is $424. So, significant drop from the 30-day to the current FMV. So you might be able to pick this book up in a 9.6, which is a really high grade on this book for a decent price, especially for what considered what the 9.8 is going for. 9.4, so there's 817 on the census. FMV is 675, which is still a lot of money for a 9.4.
Yeah.
1 year's 416, and your 30 day is 433. Then if we look a little bit lower, which is still crazy surprising, a 7.5 in this book goes for $450. So that is still kind of like mind blowing to me that a 7.5 goes for that much money.
That's why I like GoCollect, because you see the FMVs, but then you see what the prices are going for on a 30-day average. So
yeah,
at 9.2,
exactly.
she should be buying that around $300.
Yep, exactly. So you see the disparity, exactly like Hood's saying. You see the disparity between both of those, like what they should really be going for, but what the FMV is, that the market dictates how the price adjusts accordingly because of what is selling and what isn't, right? So, you might look at it and be like, okay, that's how much it's worth, but how much is it actually selling for now?
Yeah.
So
what is the current FMV right now?
Yeah, exactly. And you can kind of judge from there, and you can kind of, make your offers accordingly, because you obviously don't want to get, oh, hey, I want this book in a 9.6. I'm not willing to pay $775. Well, you don't have to, because really, realistically, it's closer to like $400 to $500 for this book. Mm-hmm. So, this is why GoCollect's a good tool to have in your pocket, because everyone can have it in their pocket, right?
Especially at a con, and you're walking around, and
Oh yeah. You don't have the time to pull your laptop out and look things up or research all the stuff beforehand, because everyone's got a busy life. So it's perfect in your pocket. Just use it. Okay, back over on eBay, you can see right now a 9.6 went for $475 free shipping. So exactly what we were just saying. That 775 FMV on a 9.6 shows you, eBay shows you what it's really selling for right now. $300 less than that. So it tells you right there. On the 17th, a 9.8 yellow label signed by the author Latour went for just under $2,000. Oh, Latour. Sorry, I'm Irish.
I just saw that, bro. I was like, that's how they would probably say it, huh? Latour.
That is, I think you're right. It's probably how it is pronounced, unless he's, just like, I don't care. But
that's what happens when you stayed in Paris for a couple months. You just kind of see that crap.
You see all the French accents.
Yeah, you see how the asshole accents. Sorry, YouTube.
It is what it is, man. It's you're not wrong. Another copy of this in a 9.8, but blue label on the 16th sold for $831 on 49 bids. So that just goes to show you right there. That's still under what the FMV is, current market FMV is being listed as. So that's why it's always good to be checking GoCollect, so you can kind of see the disparity between the two. And then looks like another 9.8 yellow label, signed 3 times with 2 sketches on it, went for $2,250. So good on them. They made some money on this book that cost a whopping $4 when it came out. On February 22nd, on the raw side of things, it says great condition. Copy went for $320 on 10 bids. So raw shows you right there. This book is still selling for a significant amount of money raw. Another one.
That's crazy, right? Like the raw prices, because I know I had a raw and I sold it for $300 during the the bull market, whatever you want to call it, and it's still at 300.
Yeah, it's very surprising. Yeah, this is
real listings right now.
Yeah, exactly. Current, just a week ago. These are just from when these are selling a week ago. My story with this book is, this is my greatest dollar bin find ever. I found this for $1 and I turned around and sold it the next day for $500. So
I found mine for 15 at what do you call it? One of those at an antique store.
Oh, really?
$15. Yeah,
dude, that's still a fantastic story.
But I have a 9.2. I have a 9.2 that I'm just keeping. I want it, but I'm keeping that one. So,
for you. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah. I mean, I had this book, like I said, and sold it, and I kind of wish that I didn't, but you know what? I made a good amount of money on it, and that went towards the other stuff that was,
Yeah, but man, you
I'm okay.
made more. You made $200 more than it's selling right now, bro. I mean,
Oh yeah.
I paid,
It,
yeah.
but just like you said, I'm very surprised that this book is still
Still
raw
at
selling
300,
for $300.
300
That's
plus,
pretty
300
nuts.
plus.
Yeah, dude, the
Yeah.
320 right there on that first one. The second one, 280, but still fantastic. The third one on the 12th, near mint minus, sold for, best offer accepted, 316. And then one on the 5th, looks like from the United Kingdom, because that shipping is extravagantly high, went for just under $350. So just like Hood's saying, man, $300+ for this book raw is still phenomenal, especially because there's people out there who just sitting on like 20 copies of this. And they just dole them out every time they need a couple $100. They can just sell one of them, not a big deal. So yeah, but I mean that this book was heavily printed. It's out there. You want it, there's plenty of copies of it.
All right, amigos. So here we go with the last new book on the top 100 list over here at GoCollect. And this is special Marvel edition number 15. The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. It's not Master of Kung Fu. That is not the title. You will find this under special Marvel edition number 15.
That's right.
This is written by Steve Englehart, and the art was by the great Jim Starlin. Like the great Jim Starlin. You can catch him at Comic Cons. He's usually around, and he's very, very nice guy. And this was published on December 10th, 1973. And I didn't check again what the what the significance, why this is back on the list. But I do know that I love Shang-Chi, the movie, and this is my favorite movie of all the post Infinity War stuff. This movie was awesome when it first came out. I was like, hey man, Marvel's still doing it.
I
came out at a time.
Same.
Right. It came out at a time where we couldn't go to the movies, and we had to wear masks and everything. And it was a breath of the fresh air. And it really reminded me of I don't know. It was really charming. It was a charming movie, with a lot of action and a lot of heart. And I can't wait to see, Shang-Chi, the second movie or whatever he does to join the new Avengers or whatever he's going to be. But this book, I've always kind of preached, over the years that this book is still a good buy. And I've been kind of, collecting these books at really good prices. So let's check out and see what this is going over here on CGC. Then we'll see what fresh books have sold over on eBay. All right, friends. So we have 4,800 on one of these graded on the Universal label. 389 are signed, 43 are restored, 9 qualified, and 1 conserved. We only have 133 of these on the census at 9.8, and the FMB is about 3,400. But as you see, as we always, ask you guys to take a look, is that 30-day moving average, and it's down nearly $1,000. So really good deals happen at the 9.8, $1,600 for the FMV on the 9.6s, and the 30-day moving average is $1,380. 9.4s are going for $800, but on the 30-day moving average, we have $688. And the 9.2s, the FMV is $525. 30-day moving average is $443. If you're looking to get a mid-grade, copy, let's look at that 8.0s. 325 on the FMV. 30-day moving average is $285. So you could see that. I mean, there are deals are to be made on this book, even though it's new to the list. And it's a great book to have. I just think there's a lot of upside with Shang-Chi, right?
Yeah, I think as just like you said, one of the post-Infinity characters that actually has legs and can go somewhere, and that is kind of like universally really loved as a character in the movies. Nobody, every single person I've talked to and every single person I've seen give a review has been like, that was a great film. Simu Liu did a great job. All the characters were done really well. They really liked the movie, just like all of us have been saying since it came out, right? So yes, this is I think a solid buy. And look at some of those prices, man. A 9.2 in this book.
I'm telling you,
that's a fantastic price. You could probably get it around $400 for a 9.2. That's phenomenal. This book was it's in a stratosphere for a long time, and now it's $400. Man, I want to go buy one. I have a raw copy.
bro. Let's check out to see. I want to show you what's going on over here on the fresh sales because you'll see even better deals.
Yeah, dude, I want to see it.
So here we go with the fresh sales over on eBay. On February 26th, a 9.2 went for $425, man. Look at that. Great price.
Wow. Fantastic price.
8.0s went an 8.0 went for $314 on February 26th. On 33 bids, a 9.4 went for $741.
Wow.
Right? I mean, I would just go for the buy it nows. Look at the buy it nows on this 7.0 right here. 7.0 is $215. What a deal, right?
Yeah,
and then
dude.
if you look at the raws, I mean, you're not going to find a lot of raws because everybody slabs this book. But,
yeah.
I pieced up a couple, ones that I could find. And so here we go on February 25th. One went, I think, lower than $100, probably under $100. And then on February 11th, on 13 bids, $134.37.
Wow.
Then February 11th, $124.37 on 21 bids, so $124.37. And then on February 11th, one went for $140 on 3 bids. So, I mean, if you're gonna buy these books, I'd buy a raw, man. I mean, if they show up raw on eBay, usually they don't. I mean, this book is like severely slabbed by everybody.
Yeah.
I would try and pick one up for under 130. It looks like 130 is a good price.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if it's a decent looking copy. Yeah, fantastic.
You can't go wrong, man. This is a great book, great cover, classic Jim Starlin. Can't go wrong. 1973, right? Published
this book, it's 50-year-old book, and when you see them in person, and you see a 9.4 of 50-year-old book in person, you're like, wow, it still looks fantastic. Like, go get your slabs, go get your raws, man. It's great prices.
Buy it now.
Yeah, buy it now.
All right, amigos, that's the show for this week. And let us know what you think about the new to the list, Cole Comics new to the list show. Let us know what you think. I think, maybe we'll do this again, right? What do you think, Space?
No, yes, this is good. Yeah, it's new, it's fresh every once in a while. You get the little bit of new flavor in there, and I think this is fun because then you can see all the new stuff that comes in to the list, and because we talk about the same books a lot of the time, right? Repeat offenders. These aren't repeat offenders. Brand new.
These aren't repeat offenders. Brand new books, right, man.
Open your eyes to books that are getting cold.
Yeah, and even you could see there's a lot of good deals as well on these books that are new list, like Shang-Chi and Masters of the Universe. Like, still great buys.
Fantastic deals, dude.
But make sure you follow my boy over on his Instagram. That's Space right here. On his Instagram and his YouTube channel. You'll find the links over here.
Yeah.
Down there in the description. Make sure you check out GoCollect as well. They're down there in the description. But most importantly, make sure you like, follow, comment to this channel right here because it really helps. Like I said before, comments are the best things you guys can do. Leave a comment. Any comment you want. We always appreciate it. We always appreciate the feedback as well. Yeah. But no matter what, bro, if we're doing the new or we're doing the code, how do we keep it?
We keep it cool, baby. That's it.
Always.
Keep it cool like Ice Cube.
Like Ice Cube. This Ice Cube, you got Ice Cube?
I know, we both got Ice Cube shirts on today. Woo!
Bro, we're matching.
Yeah.
Let's go.
West Side.